in the first quarter rank as far as amazing Steph Curry shots?
It was a fun one. I don't know the ranking, but it was up there for sure. Had to improvise, and I don't even really know how to explain it. I just had a good flow once I heard, got the contact and heard the whistle. Just get it up on the glass however you can. And all the wild acrobatic shots you practice or try and all that type of stuff. The instincts take over, so that was pretty good.
Steve said that it was Jordan-esque. Did you pick that particular one up off the Come Fly With Me videotape?
There was nothing high flying or above the rim about that. So I'll take the at least I'll get on the whatever the Smitties under the rim list. I'll take that recognition. But yeah, I did switch hands. That's the only comparison you can kind of make.
Steve also said that he feels like this is the best you've looked since he's known you. He said your confidence and your strength is just at another level. Would you agree with that? And if you do, is it no coincidence that it came at a time where you had a long rehab for your hand and then a long pause for COVID? I mean, what kind of work did you do to get to this point?
I mean, I'm blessed to be healthy after last year, and obviously, the way the season started, and all the kind of commentary chatter and all that. I worked my butt off over the all season and through rehab, like you said, and just happy to be playing night after night, and hopefully that continues. And definitely, I've said it before. I feel strong. I feel in rhythm. I feel, in ultimate control of my game. My shots are falling, and it all comes with not only my own confidence, but the growing confidence of our team in terms of how we're trying to play. Win or lose, that familiarity and that comfort's coming game after game. So that's important. But I definitely feel the strongest I've ever been. Got a lot of energy, feeding off my guys, and just trying to make plays. It's a good vibe right now.
Are those, gravity-created slip cuts working more than ever, where it just defenses seem to be just sticking to on you, and you guys are getting 6 layups a game off it?
It feels like it, but a lot of it, too, is it wasn't happening early, so it's been a very condensed period these last maybe 16 games or so where, it's starting to show where we know where to look for those pin downs, and when the two guys go with me, you get the back cut, or if I'm setting the screen, somebody comes out wide open. So I think that's been a big part of it. And a lot of it too is that there's been a lot of different defenses we played in terms of, trying to take the ball out of my hands or send two to me, and we're taking advantage of it a lot more. So those are fun plays, and they're demoralizing for the defense when I'm flying out and a guy's going down for a layup or a dunk right down the middle. Those are fun plays.
Steph, I have the Sixers game on the background. They just said Seth hit his 34th straight free throw. Do you think he can catch 80 that you were at this year?
I know his competitive streak, yeah, for sure. He always wants to one-up his big bro, so I'm pretty sure he'll be locked in on that.
Just about to say, did you guys have a lot of the shooting competitions growing up back in the day?
Always. It's a big part of our us learning the game, so for sure. You've seen all the videos of us, getting shots up on Toronto Raptor floor. My dad was playing there and all that type of stuff, so definitely.
So from the first game of this road trip, you were able to watch the second unit put the game on ice in the fourth quarter. Tonight, most of the fourth quarter, you and Draymond could watch. What are you feeling when you're watching the second unit playing like they did in that first game against Dallas and then tonight closing it out?
Just like the rest of the team, we're all still trying to find our true identity and that familiarity and putting consecutive good efforts and execution together. And they've had stretches, where they got the ball moving, they're creating good shots, and defensively they're causing havoc. And like you said, they built on leads and ice games, and then sometimes, it's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's part of the growing pains of putting a new team together, and a lot of young guys trying to figure it out, and even just kind of mix matching of lineups at times too. So, as down as we were after the game last night, we came in this morning, talked about the keys of what we need to focus on, keeping things simple, especially for that second unit, how they're supposed to play. And they came out and executed, and everybody's feeling good right now. So you have to continue to build on that, this home stand and hope it clicks.
Steph, with how well you're playing, does anything have to do with it, maybe having fresher legs or maybe in a renewed sense of energy coming off an injury or a season where you didn't play most of last year?
Part of it. Part of it, you have to put the work in and take advantage of it. And part of it is just an expectation that, being healthy, being able to play night after night, the good things are going to happen. Just knowing how I approach the game. So I think, at this point, 12 years in, there's, question of how long the prime lasts and all that type of stuff. I'm just locked in right now on the moment, and that's a good feeling to have. And, like I said, just expecting to play great every night, do my job.
Steph, as one who's been a part of building defense from the ground up, like you did with the Mark Jackson squad, how is this going? Would you consider it to be faster than you expected? How have you guys gelled, and how would you compare it to when you did this in the past?
I think it's different because obviously Draymond is who he is, and he had that. He began that narrative back in the day where he could influence the game and would show up in the stat sheet, and that was kind of a tagline for him. He just made winning plays, but he was still a young guy, really asserting himself in this league and becoming a dominant defensive player. And then we had more of a traditional kind of roster where we could mix it up with size and speed and switching and all that type of stuff. So with this squad, I think we're a lot faster, a lot more athletic across the board, but we have a lot more youth. So it's not really built on experience; it's just built on communicating day after day after day about how we are approaching that end of the floor. We still have some weaknesses, obviously, in terms of rebounding, and I think we did a better job tonight. But fouling has always been a consistent problem for us. But I think it's great that everybody is buying into that as effort and energy is going to help us get over the hump on that end of the floor, and bringing it every night can help us win games. The last part is not letting it affect our offense. Our offense affect our defense for not making shots that we take our foot off the gas pedal on that end of the floor. So it's not always perfect, but the numbers are really solid in terms of how much better we've gotten.
Steph, there's obviously no fans in arenas, but do you sense how engaged this Warriors fan base is in this season, even though you don't see them up close?
100%. I mean, we're all on social media. We're all listening to the chatter and the hype, and really it's a weird reality. Just like you said, we walk into arenas and there's nobody there, but people are tuning in, watching every game and trying to stay connected to what we're trying to build, and it's an interesting dynamic across the board. I heard Coach kind of joke about the fourth quarter tonight, so little stuff like that. It's fun. I mean, that's what this business is. It's about us putting together a great team on the floor, but it's about entertaining the fans and allowing them to be a part of this journey with us. So, got to take all the good and the bad and the noise and just keep plugging away.
Hi, Steph. Speaking of tonight, how would you describe your team performance and yours tonight?
Good bounce back win. It's a kind of a character building win for us, with how last night went. And, nobody wanted to get on this plane a little bit with the loss and having, another rough night. We stepped up collectively. Everybody played hard, played smart. Contributions from everybody, and it was a good win for us to bounce back. And hopefully, eventually, we'll get to stringing a couple of these, or more than a couple, I should say, wins together. We haven't done that yet.
And changing the subject a little bit, where did you get those soccer moves? I mean, during pregame, I saw you like playing soccer with a basketball.
Leandro Barbosa is teaching me very well, so kind of feeding off his energy.